When we look at training our people, what elements do you find are the key pieces? Is it that instilling confidence? I feel like you've covered that really well today.
Yeah.
What other elements feel really integral to training them with this framework?
It's empowering. Like you really have to, because they're very smart already, you have to be able to empowering them to be able to bring out their goodness, their talent. And if you can do that, it's very, very valuable for the firm. That's what I do is like when I training them, I'm not just tell them the answer. I'm empowering them. I want them to think. I want them to do. I want them to experiment themselves. And I always give them two choices. I say, okay, if I put the transaction through this way, can you see what happened to the balance sheet and the profit and loss account? And then they say, yeah. Okay, now if I do it this way, this is gonna, the result will be different, right? Which one will you choose? And then they will look at it and say, and they will always choose the right one. And then it gives me that peace of mind that when they do the job, I know they will choose the right way. So it's teaching them the technique, not just telling them the answer, because they learn that from uni as well. At uni, they teach really well is they want you to think, they want you to be able to apply to the case and this and that. And also the other thing is that believe in them, because especially now we're working with overseas staff from Philippines, and the culture from there and here is different. Like, because I come from Laos and I know the Asian culture is like, they really respect the boss. Whatever the boss say, they always say yes, 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 right? They don't say no. Even they don't know how to do the work, they still say yes, yes, I do it, yes, yes. And then they don't know how to do the work, but they don't tell you, they don't speak up. And you don't know whether they don't know because they live virtually, like they live overseas, and you give them a task to do, and then you're expecting them to finish because they didn't come back to you. And then you're happy, you say, oh, good, they didn't come back and ask me any question, that they know how to do the work. And then the time just wasted. And then when they come back, it's all wrong. And then now you got the deadline, you got the due date from the client. You get really panicking and upset. It's say, if you don't know, why don't you come back and ask me? It's just because you haven't encouraging them to speak up. And maybe when they make a mistake, you really get mad at them. And so they get scared. The more fear that they have, the more they're not going to open up with you. And then when they make the mistake, all they will do, they'll say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And you say, sorry doesn't do a thing. Just go and fix up the bloody thing. I just want the job done. And then you get really mad. So I understand the culture. So during my training, I always encourage them. I say, when you don't know something, it's okay. Just tell me. I'll train you. And it's okay to know. It's okay that you don't understand. You just ask me. You ask me any question, you speak up. You're going to learn more, and it's going to be good for your career. I always say it's good for you. It's for your developing. It's your career. It's okay to don't know things. If you open up and you speak up, you ask, you're going to learn more. You're going to gain more. And so I always encouraging them. And then if they do something right, I just get, wow, you're so smart. You're so good. And I appreciate that. And I give them that positive feedback, and they get really excited. I said, you did a great job. That's the way. And you keep bringing them to the right path. And then because they got the affirmation, like affirm from you that, yeah, you did it right. You did it right. They have more confidence. The more confidence they build, the more competence they have. And then it just adds up. And then practice, practice, practice. And you keep giving them the right practice, the right technique and the right procedures and the step, and make them think they're not going to go wrong, because these people are smart. They just need the opportunity to be able to shine, and you just have to bring the goodness out from them. So that's how I train them. I train them because I know they're smart, and I want them to help me. I want them to do more than what I could. Like, I don't think I'm smart enough to know everything, but I need those smart brain, the talent to help to grow the business. So I always come up with something and say, hey, let's go and think about it. Brainstorming, who can come up with the good answer? And then we discuss. And I train them by working as a team, and then also by encouraging them, because I believe they have talent, all of them. They're very talented.
There's some really great points in there, and that will resonate with a lot of us. Even in doing team NPS, oftentimes in my firm, I see the feedback metric as the one that changes the most. And I can really tell if I've been actively praising my team or not. And they really feel it, and they really appreciate it. And it can be just a simple little cheer for them in carbon, a little comment, a little public praise in Slack to everyone, shouting out how great they were. Just those little things that to us as firm owners, we're really busy in the vision of where our business is going. But to get the most out of our people, sometimes they just need the simplest affirmation that they're doing a great job.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
giving them clear framework and opportunity. It's great.
True. And also the thing that Thomas set up this Slack and we celebrate, like when we win something, when we have something to share, which is really, really good because we're working with overseas team now and we don't see each other in the office. Like it's different office environment. Like if it's in the office, I can just walk to them, pat on the shoulder, say, hey, but because we're not, and Slack become, now that because I get used to working virtually, I can feel it. Like it's very funny. Like you don't see the person, but you can feel it because of the channel that we have and we celebrate. And it's very important to celebrate all the win, like even the little thing. And the people really appreciate it. It works. It creates that positive atmosphere. It's really good.
Yeah, wonderful.